Hello, Robotics Notes fans. Happy 1:10 in the morning. It is July 9th, and it's time to play more Robotics Notes Elite, like Animal Crossing. Load the data. The next day, after school, I reluctantly get Akio to open the club room so that I can grab the honorary prez. Wonder what Subaru's gonna do with Tanagashi Machine 3. Beats me, he just told me to bring it. Akio carries the honorary prez to the club room, out of the club room. She stands it up on the lawn. Are you gonna carry it to the hangar? It's actually pretty heavy. I don't mind. Should I take it uncovered? You put it in a carrying case when we went to Tokyo. Let's use that. You have to remove the arms and legs to put it in the case. If you don't mind disassembling and reassembling it, I'm fine with that. Alright, I'll just take it like this. Hee-ho. For some reason, Akio seems happy as she walks ahead of me. Something good happened. No, it's just funny how you're acting like Subaru's henchman. It's cute how you're obediently listen to your underclassmen's requests. What about this situation is even remotely cute? I'm not acting like this henchman because I want to. I'd bail on all this immediately, but I've lost an honorable match between men. Gotta keep my promise. Let's just call it my fighting game player pride. What a fucking smarmy little gamer boy. Ooh, it's my gamer pride. I can't throw my gamer pride away. my gamer pride. Oh please, you lost. That's all there is to it. Seriously, why do you seem so happy about it? Because it means if I ever manage to win against you, you'll actually listen to whatever I ask you for. I'm getting hyped. Well, don't get too hyped. You fought me tons of times, but you're still just button mashing. You aren't making any progress. At least learn a combo or something. If you don't, you'll never beat me. Ever. I'm undefeated against Akio. Well, excuse me for being so awful. But how about this? It's almost summer vacation, right? Then we can play whether it's morning or night. I'll charge into your room at 5 in the morning and force you out of bed. I bet I could hold my own if you're half asleep. Not gonna work. What's the point of an ambush if I don't agree to the match? What if I fight you for 3 days straight, never letting you rest? You wouldn't be able to focus after a while. Not just me, but you too. I'd just go to sleep once I got tired. Urgh. Akio finally seems to realize that her plan was undercooked. She stops talking. The abandoned hotel stands in front of the old airport. Frau Kojiro is the current owner and only inhabitant. Never really paid much attention to it, but I've had this strange feeling since yesterday. Did you notice too, Kai? Notice what? The surveillance cameras. For some reason, Akio lowers her voice as she points them out to me. Seriously? I noticed them yesterday. 2 in the front, 1 in the back. The automatic doors at the front are still broken, but the cameras are brand new. It's really weird. There are brand new stickers too. They say ZCOM. By the way, did you guys see part of... I really like that this series is daily because it allows me to bring stuff up like this. Did you guys see that Canada's internet went out? Just like the largest ISP in Canada's internet just went out. So like a good, very large chunk of the nation just didn't have internet. Very funny. Very funny that that happened. Remind me what that is. A security company. Ah, I get it. Jeez. Frau, isn't this a bit much? Could someone be inside? Yep, Frau Kojiro, creator of Kill Ballad. What? Oh, a message. Open message. Mr. Umisho, if you're interested, are you interested in hunting cheaters? The fastest animal on Earth? That's a cheetah. Face. What I'm talking about are those that choose to fucking speak English, that use cheats on KB. Can you help me? If K, please contact. Considering the timing, I reflexively look up at the corner of the room on the 3rd floor. Kinda looks like the window just got shut. She was totally watching us. I go back to checking the contents of the message. A cheater hunt, eh? To be honest, I hate cheaters so much that I'd gladly help hunt them down if it meant getting rid of them. Especially because the KB leaderboards are totally rotten right now. This is just my speculation and I have no concrete evidence, just a gut feeling I get during matches. The people ranked 3rd to 1st are all cheaters. If Frau is making moves to eliminate cheaters, I'd love nothing more than to help cleanse the leaderboards. Not get closer to the top. Frau Kojiro is a weirdo, so I really don't want to be friends. I do, however, still have interest in her as the creator of Kill Ballad. I'll think on it for a bit. I close my phone droid without replying. Hey Kai, isn't Frau Kojiro-san the girl we met on the plane back home? Why is she living in an abandoned hotel like this? Heck if I know. Is she a weirdo? Absolutely. I see. When we reach the front of the hangar, Subaru is waiting, fully prepared. At his feet stands the hobby robot I fought in the grand finals, M45. Did you wait long? Not really. More importantly, did you see anyone on the way here? Why? Heh. You watch too many movies, Subaru. Nobody's watching what you're doing. Don't make fun of me, I'm serious. Would it be that big a deal if people found out you were Pleiades? The situation is complicated in many ways. How so? I'll buy you a skull if you tell me. Your insensitivity is worthy of scorn. Stop trying to pry into other people's private matters without any consideration for how they feel. Whoa. Subaru's sharp words hit Akiho right where it hurts. She looks like she's about to faint in agony on the spot. I'll just leave her be. I brought the honorary prez. Stand it up next to M45. Champion bot and the 2nd place bot from this year's Robo 1. 2 heroes standing in a rural abandoned airport. That thing really is huge. You get a much better feel for its size outside of Robo 1. But there's no beauty in it. Akio grumbles from her position lying on the ground. She's like a child throwing a tantrum. What do you mean? How about giving it cool armor? It's so bare that I feel bad for it. I have no intention of making such unnecessary additions. Well, good for you. More importantly, Prez, may I take a look at the Tanagashi Machine 3's programming? Huh? Akio pops up. We want to reference our program. I don't know. This is the crystallization of generations of the Robot Club's sweat and tears. But I guess since you're a part of the Robot Club, I'll make a special exception. Aren't you glad you joined? She's puffing out her chest proudly for some reason. This is nothing for you to brag about, Akiho. Most of the current Honorary Prez's programming was written by Frau Kojiro in a single day based on the KB system. Subaru connects a cord from his phone droid to the Honorary Prez. Do you know programming, Subaru-kun? To a degree. One must be able to compile programs in order to build the hobby robots after all. Subaru groans as he looks at his monitor. This program, it's... what's going on? I can tell it's doing some amazing things, but I can't understand it at first glance. In other words, it's too advanced. Even if Subaru groans while looking at it, Akiho and I would probably get a headache if we tried. Who wrote this program? Don't tell me the Prez did. Of course not. Frau Kojiro. Who's that? The creator of Kill Ballad. That's her public name. Until the week before last, I didn't think twice about that name. Figured she was a man in his 20s or 30s. Her real name is Kono Furugori. She recently moved here and transferred to our school. Yeah. Wait, that weirdo girl from Tokyo who speaks strangely is the creator of Kill Ballad? She's my classmate. Oh, is that so? She came to school the other day. She came to school the day she transferred in, but hasn't been back since. She's already taking days off. Is she sick or something? She's probably just cutting class. She appeared to have trouble interacting with people. She's a shut-in. Well, that shut-in wrote the Kill Ballad program and the Honorary Prez's programming. And it only took her a day for the latter. 1 day? For this? Thanks to that, we were able to use KB's control scheme on Tanagashi Machine 3. It was right before Robo 1 too. I was getting real nervous about the timing. No wonder this thing is a piece of junk in terms of its exterior and design, but a complete monster on the inside. The mystery's finally been solved. The secret to your success was due to someone unrelated in this program. Wait, what does that mean? You're making it sound like me and Kai did nothing. Did you do anything, Prez? I did. I stayed up all night to implement the program. And I did the overhaul on Tanagashi Machine 3. Is that so? It is. It hadn't moved in 9 years. It was hard to get it up to working speed, you know? Can I implement the program into M45? Akio looks puzzled for a moment, then grins. Ha ho! So you want to copy it? If that's how you wish to describe it, then fine. The reality is that I don't have the skills to compile the Kill Ballad program. However, with Yashio-senpai as the operator, I must implement the KB control scheme. So that's why he had me bring the Tanagashi Machine 3 here. Frau Kojiro lives right over there. How about paying her a visit? Right over there? Where? The abandoned hotel by the parking lot. She lives in there. Really? Subaru thinks to himself for a moment, puts down his phone droid, and runs off. I'll be back shortly. Well, ain't he aggressive? Abandoned Tanegashima Airport Hotel, Tanegashima, Subaru Hidaka. Why is it this sunset out at 5 p.m. in July? That can't be right. Even at a jog, the abandoned hotel that Yashio-senpai spoke of takes less than 3 minutes to reach. The station at the entrance are brand new surveillance cameras at the intercom. Why is there a dog barking? The second I said that, it stopped. Brand new surveillance cameras and an intercom completely out of place in this building. Try pressing the intercom button. The ringing sound reverberates through the interior of the building. I guess the electricity is working. A reply comes quickly. What's the password? A girl's voice. Can't believe she actually lives in this abandoned building. People always say that geniuses tend to be eccentric weirdos. Does she have strange tastes, or is she just an idiot? Judging by her words and the actions of the day she transferred, she seems to be a gloomy person. I hold back a sigh of exasperation. Hello, Kono Furuguri. I'm Hidaka from your class. For some reason, she hangs up immediately. I try pressing the button again. Why won't she answer? Ugh. Come on. No matter how many times I press the button, she won't answer. She already responded once, so she can't possibly pretend she isn't home. She's seriously a shut-in. At a loss, I click my tongue gently. It only takes about 10 minutes for Subaru to come back. He basically pretends nothing happened. Sorry, everyone. I'm guessing Frau Kojiro didn't want anything to do with him. Now then, I'll explain M45's abilities and what you need to do at the World Tournament. I'm sure you know a decent amount from our previous battle, but he's a power-type hobby robot. He? For a moment, I have no idea who he's talking about, but I guess he means his robot. Huh, so he personifies him, eh? I completely discarded its mobility. The design concept is to fight with a focus on pure power. It's essentially the exact opposite concept from the Tanagashi Machine 3. The long and short of it is if you grab an opponent while they're in range, then throw them for the win. Reminds me of turtling. Can't say I'm a huge fan. Most people hate that in fighting games. Even in Robo 1 you get cautioned if you don't aggressively go after the other opponent. They got mad at you during the Grand Finals too, Subaru. It's just a caution. If they get too mad, you get a warning and lose a point. Be careful, Kai. They don't get mad, they caution you. And it wasn't just me, they cautioned both of us to get moving. Clearly you don't understand the rules. I expected as much from the president of a third-rate club. Why do you have to be such a jerk? I'm simply stating the truth. Well, this one's on you for being insensitive, Aki-chan. You mustn't hurt Mr. Pleiades' pride. Please don't call me out, Pleiades. Meow. Subaru's face turns bright red as he sighs and tries to recollect himself. I've already taken care of the turtling demerit and narrow range issues. The pile bunkers, the special mechanism in your arms that you saw during the Grand Finals. Those are a real pain in the ass. Oh, so you actually call them pile bunkers? Jay Babylon was calling it a rocket punch. They're pile bunkers. I figured there's no other way to describe them. Obviously. What's with these two? They actually agree on this one point. Is the name really that important? About those pile bunkers, I feel like they had really long range. They didn't match the length of the arms. Was I just imagining things? It was no illusion. M45's waist turned 90 degrees when it fired the pile bunker. This extends the total range by 5 centimeters. Gomenasai, everybody. I'm gonna beat up my cat. Being a little twerp. By equipping the M45 with pile bunkers, it becomes capable of performing mid-range attacks. This also solves the referee issue. The main problem is that excessive use of the pile bunkers drains the battery life significantly. That's why M45 uses a wireless power source. Isn't that the norm? Phone droids recharge on wireless mats too. The charger for phone droids is a mat, only a few millimeters thin. Simply placing a tablet on the mat charges it. That's an electromagnetic induction type? Subaru's tone is filled with contempt, like he's saying, why are you bringing up something so irrelevant? Hang on, I'm gonna put my... I had moved my phone. While they may be wireless, it needs to be touching the mat for the recharging to occur. The one I use in the M45 is different. It's an electric magnetic field resistance type. Akio starts tilting her head mid-sentence. Of course Akio doesn't know what he's talking about, neither do I. For example, a top level... God, this explanation is gonna be so long. I'm gonna speed through it. For example, a top-level opera singer can resonate their voice and shatter a glass cup. Ringing any bells? Nope. Same. Ugh. Is that some sort of special attack? You watch too much anime. How could that be a special attack? Please let me know how you would kill someone with it. No need to get so angry. Then tell me, how does it work? I just told you through resonance. Voices and sounds vibrate in the air, and that in turn creates energy. Oh boy, I'm already lost. I really don't care about any of this. Can I play Kill Ballad instead? All objects have a natural frequency. Applying that energy to an object from outside will cause it to vibrate more the closer the frequency is. This phenomenon is called resonance, also sometimes referred to as sympathetic vibration. As such, let's say the object is a cup and the external vibration energy is the opera singer's voice. The opera singer hits a natural frequency of the cup with her voice, and as a result the cup shatters. Wowee, I bet I could do that. You can produce as much vocal volume as an opera singer? Oh, well, maybe not. I guess the volume of a voice is important. The higher the volume, the larger the energy becomes. Enough to shatter a cup. Wow. The M45 doesn't have a device that can make sounds like that, does it? The opera singer was simply an example to explain resonance. Don't try to apply it to a wireless power source. A wireless power source uses resonance between two coils separated at a distance. When a current flows into the sending coil, it resonates with the electric fields and magnetic fields around it. By doing this, it causes the electric current to flow into the receiving coil. The Joe Kate Company wireless power source I have can resonate with transceivers that are over 20 meters apart. Huh. There are 3 merits to using a wireless power source. The biggest one for M45 is, as I said before, so there's no need to worry about onboard batteries running out. As long as the power source is on, an electrical current will be sent. That means the pile bunkers can be used whenever necessary with no need to consider power consumption. The second merit is ease of maintenance. There's no need to swap out batteries, reducing the workload. And finally, there's no overheating. Unlike batteries, it doesn't accumulate heat. Heat is a hobby robot's arch enemy. It can distort the body and is often the source of breakdowns and malfunctions. The weight is higher than ordinary batteries, but even then, equipping a wireless power source was necessary. This kind of feels like an advertisement. I'm sold. Are they expensive? Ones for hobby robots cost tens of thousands of yen. Tens of thousands? I'm over here sweating about paying Doc a few thousand I owe him. Akio closes in on Subaru. Her eyes look bloodshot. Where'd you get all that money? Answer me, Subaru. The prize money from Robo 1, where else? Oh, that's right. And just like that, Akio is despondent. Prize money, huh? Right, prize money. Ha 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 ha. Must be nice to be free to use it. I guess she still hasn't let go of that. Not that it's got anything to do with me. Well, done with your little lecture. With things sounding about done, I make the conscious decision to cut in. Who cares about the mechanical details? Just fill me in on what I need to know. I don't got time to deal with your rambling. I'm taking up my precious Kill Ballad time. You'll be operating M45, the World Tournament. I have no intention of changing its basic mobility, so you'll have to adjust your fighting style to M45 specs. So it's basically like a DLC character then. Got it. There's one issue. I was planning on adapting the KB control scheme for M45 so you could use it. But I never imagined the program was written by the original creator of Kill Ballad. It was odd. I couldn't see how the program, how you two lazy robot club rejects could write a program like this. Kai, he's making fun of you. You too, Aki-chan. Maybe I'll give him my custom "you big jerk" punishment. From the corner of my eyes, I see Akio menacingly wiggling her fingers on both hands. I sigh. You went to meet Frau Kojiro earlier, right? What did she say? She pretended she wasn't home. Ah, I see. So he didn't even get to talk to her. It's her program, so I can't use it without her express permission. If she refuses to cooperate, we'll have to give up on the KB control scheme. Whoa, hey now, I didn't agree to that. If the controls aren't the same as KB, I'm out. Can't operate M45 without it. I'm sorry I keep hitting the microphone, everybody. I'll stop. My shoulder bumps into it whenever I just have to poke and pull at my delicious, wonderful kitty cat. Don't know why I said delicious. That was a bad descriptor. Yashio-senpai, are you friends with Furugori? I wouldn't call us friends, we've just chatted a few times online. I took a shot in the dark and asked for the KB source code, but instead she made that control program for us in a day. She was a real lifesaver. Oh, that reminds me, I haven't thanked her yet. Don't think you have to. Could you try and convince her for us, Yashio-senpai? She refuses to interact with me. Come on, more stuff to do. Please, or are we gonna have to have another match? Subaru's good enough that if we fought 100 matches, I'd probably lose thrice. In other words, given enough time, he's in a position where he could get me to do anything. I'm gonna have to really start setting some rules. Don't just give up because you pretended to be out once. Come on. I'm already doing this just to be nice. I'll see what I can do, too. Please do. So what will you do if she says you can't use her program? I won't go. Then instead of going to Robo 1, you can devote yourself to building Gun Build 1. Not happening. Yashio-senpai won't enter, I'll simply go by myself. Ugh. But don't forget Gun Build 1, okay? If we don't start working on it soon, we're not gonna make it in time for the expo. Are you If you forget about making me the pilot, I'll consider helping out. Gomenasai, everybody. I am a fraud and a bad YouTuber. I'm so sorry. I hope you will forgive me for my sins. If you accept my proposals, I'd be happy to come help out after September on occasion. You big jerks! Agio hits me with her usual hair-ruffling attack, then distances herself from us. Two of you the worst! Ugh. What was that just now? Her way of venting anger. Be careful, comrade. Huh, what nonsense. Pretty much. I bitterly smile and fix up my hair. Subaru faces me and offers me a controller. Would you like to try moving it around? The KB system obviously hasn't been implemented yet. In that case, I'll pass. Then I turn to look at M45. I ask one of the questions that's been on my mind since Robo 1. Hey, so how do you aim those pile bunkers? They require no aiming. I fire them when the opponent is within distance directly in front of me. What about the Y-axis adjustments? The Y-axis is up and down. Idiot Robotics Notes player who doesn't know graphs. M45 and Honorary Prez have totally different heights. It's not just the Honorary Prez either. Hobby robots come in all sorts of shapes and sizes. While facing a short hobby robot, if M45 levels its arm horizontally and fire, there's a good chance it'll whiff. I investigate the opponent's general height and then adjust it before the match. For the pile bunker strike, the arm extends forward, and the angle is fixed. Doesn't that mean that depending on the distance it might not hit? That's why it's limited to mid-range use. I get it now. Ever consider putting a camera on its head like for a first-person perspective? Then it can be aimed like in KB. Adding advanced systems like that would only complicate the program. Also, that perspective has a very narrow field of view. I can never discard rear visibility. One can get a far better grasp of the situation with the overhead view of the ring. It's nonsense in every sense of the word. You just have to get used to it. I spend who knows how many days fighting in a first-person perspective. Well, I guess the pile bunker's ejection speed is there's no need for precise aiming. Nobody can dodge that. What's up? Subaru gives me a probing look. And yet you did. You dodged it. I did. Probably wants to know about my attack. Reaction speed at the time was unnatural. Even the word nonsense wouldn't suffice. May I ask, how did you do it? I don't want to answer that. I don't want to talk about my attacks, and I certainly don't want to talk... Blah. I don't want to think about my attacks, and I certainly don't want to talk about them. If I could make them go away forever right here and now, I would. But it's already been 9 years since the accident. The MF Anemone mass fainting incident. That's what they called it in the newspaper headlines. The MF Anemone was a ferry linking Kagoshima Harbor to Tanegashima Nishinomote Harbor. 9 years ago, September 11th, 2010, on the very same day that TNSC launched the H-2A rocket Flight 18, an incident occurred. About 30 minutes before arriving in Nishinomote, 110 passengers and crew began complaining about feeling ill. Within minutes, everyone on board the ferry had lost consciousness. For about 30 minutes, the ship was left running out of control and drifted into the East China Sea. Fortunately, most of the folks woke up, and thanks to the captain's spot-on orders, there were no casualties. The MF Anemone resumed operations and safely arrived an hour behind schedule. It was barely covered by the media. However, no matter how much the police investigate, the cause of the mass fainting remains unknown. As also, some of the passengers were left with serious after effects. That's me and Akiho. At the time, we were just 4th graders in elementary school. It was normal at our school to ride the ferry between Kagoshima and Tanegashima for ship field trips. It was a Saturday, and there was supposed to be a rocket launch that night, so I didn't really want to go. We were going to head to Kagoshima in the morning, sightseeing Kagoshima for half a day, and return by the Anemone at night. After the accident, Akio was left unconscious for 2 days, and me for 3. Misane said that everyone thought we'd never wake back up, but somehow, Akio and I miraculously came back. Since then, me and Akio have what we call slow-mo and fast-forward. These are our after effects. I'm sorry, everybody. I swear, future episodes of this show will be good. But not this one. Not this one, no. I will close the door again next time, folks. Since then, me and Akio have what we call slow-mo, blah blah blah, yeah, I already read that. There are others who are left with after effects too. Our ages all vary, as do the types of attacks. These ranging from mild insomnia to serious memory loss. There's no consistency or relation in the symptoms. Doctors call it elephant-mouse syndrome, apparently. For me, 1 second is expanded to about 30 seconds. From the outside, my reflexes seem superhuman. According to our doc, during slow-mo, 1 second passes, but my heart rate jumps up tens of times over the norm. Simply put, it beats around 30 times a single second. Nobody's really sure how that alters my perception, though. Akio's fast-forward is the exact opposite. Her heart only beats 3 times in 30 seconds. Cause and cure are both unknown. Doctors just kind of gave up after a while. After a year after the accident, due to a series of serious malfunctions, the Anemone was scrapped. It's rare for ferries to just be junked like that, so some think it's proof that the MF Anemone was at fault. The truth remains in the dark. Jeez, there's so many unknowns that I want to laugh at how annoying it is. Senpai, are you okay? Huh? What's that? He suddenly went quiet. Subaru doesn't look remotely worried, with his sour expression. Frankly, I'd be more creeped out if he was worried. Thanks to you, I was reminded of something extremely unpleasant. I see, so you have no intention of telling me. Look, I'll tell you this much. It wasn't a special attack on my end. Also, you're forbidden from asking Aki-chan about it. This has something to do with the Prez. If you pry any deeper, I'm going to tell the entire school who Pleiades really is. Was the reaction speed voluntary or coincidental? I guess you could say it was coincidental, in a sense. Understood. Then I'll excuse it from our battle strategy. Looks like he doesn't intend on digging any deeper. Really helps that he's so understanding on this. Let me know when you've got the kill ballad system in M45. Until then, I'm not doing anything. That's what I've done up until this point, so... If I give Subaru special treatment, Akio would have my head. Also, it's kind of suffocating talking to you. Why so serious? You should be more like Aki-chan. Take it easy. Oops, I accidentally said what I was thinking. As far as I'm concerned, that easygoing attitude of yours makes me want to puke. Well, gee, thanks. It's kind of refreshing to have someone be so nasty, so I ended up laughing at his words. And so, I daringly returned to Uchigaoka Park. It's stupid not to come to my favorite place because of some ghost. I'm willing to go toe-to-toe with a ghost for my peaceful and comfortable gamer life if my attacks actually hit. It's been 2 hours since I started playing Kill Ballad here. Can't really focus well today, so I've lost to lower tier rankers a few times. There are no signs of anything supernatural happening. Keep getting messages from mom saying come home soon piling up in my inbox. I'm hungry, so I guess I should go soon. Can you hear me? Definitely just heard a voice. Close app. I glance at my surroundings. It's night and the area is pitch black. In terms of a visible light source, there's the moon and the lights at the Uchigaoka tracking station below. Oh, and Uchigaoka Park's lone street light near the entrance to the town hall. There's no cars driving by, and even the insects have gone silent. The wind is barely blowing. Bam, there it is. A message from Gejine. Open message. Someone's putting crazy effort into this. I'm getting really annoyed. Am I being pranked or is this really a ghost? Either way, I've come this far. Might as well see things through to the end. I'm sick and tired of having any more of my sacred gamer time wasted. Is anyone there? Of course there's no response. No auditory hallucinations either. The source of that voice is hiding somewhere. Where could they be? I purposely ignore the woods shrouded in darkness. I'm not so reckless to go charging deep into the dark at times like this. In that case, there are two candidates. Uchigaoka Park and Uchigaoka Tracking Station. The latter is a JAXA facility, so anyone but staff is forbidden from entering. Daijiki-san said the mysterious buzzing sound is possibly a JAXA experiment, but it could be trouble if I went there without permission, so I'll save it for later. Thus, by process of elimination, I decide to check around Uchigaoka Park. This town hall has been abandoned for years. The glass door is locked tight with a chain, so I can't enter. Doubt anyone would get mad if I broke in, but I'm not crazy enough to ignore the consequences of breaking the glass. Try to peek inside, but it's too dark to see anything. Maybe I should come back when it's light out. Ugh, but I literally just heard the voice and got a message. The culprit might still be near. This is my best chance to track him down. No time like the present. While getting to the front, getting in from the, whatever, who cares. There might be another way from the side. Thick weeds are taller than I am, so I'll probably be tough getting through, but it's all or nothing. managed to make it to the radar tower, but this was way tougher than I expected. The weeds and branches scratched me up pretty bad. Ow. So dark I can barely see my footing, so I take my phone droid out and turn on the light. Boo! Oh jeez, it's just a doll. Poorly made papier-mâché doll stares at me through the window. Wait, I remember seeing this thing back when I was a kid. I was so scared that I clung to Misane. Could this be Gejine? As if. I wipe the sweat from my brow. Maybe I'll turn off the light for now. The radar tower is surrounded by a metal fence preventing me from getting close. I doubt someone would hide here anyways. It's hard to imagine any girl being gutsy enough to climb this tower in the pitch black. As for the building windows, it's all but one with the dollar closed up with metal plates. I can't see inside. You know, guess they wanted to seal it up, but isn't this a bit much? How did I not find this strange before? Something's off about all this. Oh. I spot an exterior staircase. I'm a local, yet I never knew these stairs existed. Just goes to show how unwelcoming this place has always been. Well, with the weeds and all. I touch them with my hand to confirm that they're made of concrete. There doesn't seem to be any risk of collapse. Heck, I might be able to get in through the second floor. While staying on guard, I carefully climb up, making sure each step is silent. When I reach the second floor, the view opens up. I'm still in the middle of the night, so I can't see a thing. But hey, if nothing else, there are no weeds in the way. Lucky me. It's only a locked door at the top of the stairs. Naturally, it's locked. I accidentally threw the word locked in there. Off to the side is what appears to be a terrace of some sort. I climb over the railing to reach it. From there, I'm able to reach the second floor hall to the south and a narrow detachment on the north side. Unlike the first floor's windows, the second floor's hall's glass door isn't sealed up. I try opening it. Locked too, eh? Culprit can't be here. As I turn to leave, I spot something. Not a ghost. One of the windows is broken, with enough space for a hand to slip through. Are they really here? I peek through the glass door and into the hall. Inside here. Is this where so-called Gejine is? There's a ghost girl that roams Uchigooka Park. She looks like a middle schooler with long hair. But wait, if the window's broken, the female culprit has to actually physically exist, right? Or no, I could be getting misled by the handle name and the female voice. They could totally be a man. It's actually scarier to think the culprit could be a real person and not a ghost. A bit nervous, I pull out my phone droid. Buh! There! I saw something move. And it was only on the Itero screen. My naked eyes didn't see a thing. Ugh. Am I dealing with a ghost or a flesh and blood human? Which is it? I'm getting more and more irritated. After seeing this, no matter what it is, I can't go home until I find out the truth. Before I realize what I'm doing, I put my hand through the broken window. I undo the lock on the open window and step into the hall. Where are you? I know you're in here. Where are you, you twerp? I'll get you. I guess I can't get you at this text box. It's spacious, about 20 tatami mats in size. It's pretty dusty too. Turn my phone droid light on. Dust is piled up all over. What was that? What'd that say? Dust is piled up on the wooden floor. There are footprints all over the place. Men's footprints. Can I get you yet? No. Damn you. There are footprints all over the place. Men must belong to whoever broke the window, but that doesn't mean they're Gejine. More reasonable assumption would be that, like me, someone completely unrelated entered on their own. When I go further into the hall, I spot stairs leading down. It's totally dark down there. Of course it is. Most of the first floor windows are sealed up, so even the park's few lights can't enter. Going any further would be impossible. Even for me, that'd be way too dangerous. I mean, what if something attacked me in the darkness? No way, Jose. I'm not skilled enough to do a backstep and hit the enemy with a combo while they're recovering.
Huh?
Am I hearing things? Is that a buzzing noise? Where'd it come from? Below, or was it the radar tower nearby? I'm not sure. Sort of sounded like it was hearing it from all sides. How about now? There you are, you rascal. Was this here before? A power mark. I try tapping it and the icon shakes slightly, but then displays a tag like a manga speech bubble. Wants me to input a password. Does this power mark AR tag have some connection to the device somewhere? Maybe inputting a password allows the power to be turned on and off. I have a bad feeling about this. I should probably ignore this thing. If I mess around with it, I could end up getting wrapped up in something super annoying. It's not like I even know the password. I know it. Ugh. Again. I heard Gejine's voice again. I want to tell you. Do you want to know? I can hear her voice. There's some static, but I can hear her. Considering her timing, she seems to be replying to me. Are you here, in this room? Yes, I am. I point the phone droid screen in the direction of the noise. There. Wait a minute, how do you point the phone droid screen in the direction of the noise? The noise was coming out of your phone droid. There, floating in the darkness, is a white body trapped in faint light. There's no wind in the room, yet her hair and large ribbon on the edges and her skirt sway around. Lightly. Softly. And there she lands. Her frame both delicate and small. She looks like a doll from another world. She's a young girl. You finally found me. What in the hell? She's real, no matter how I cut it. She's not animated. She's not a polygonal model. She looks like a real live girl. Is she a ghost? Thought you couldn't hear my voice. She's talking. The girl's mouth moves in sync with her voice. I hear her voice coming from the phone droid speakers. There's some static, but I can hear her. Can I call you big bro? Even when I put the phone droid into sleep mode, her voice comes through. I want to talk. No way. No way. This is ridiculous. A ghost? Please. Finally get it now. It's all clear now. There is no ghost in Uchikawoka Park. This girl is... She's an Itaro app. An AI. That AR just now, that power mark, was most definitely her activation switch. It's not just that she looks real. She is real. There's an idler, an actress who served as the model. They even took video of that model and are controlling it as CGI. There's nothing special about this technology. I mean, not a day goes by where you don't see CGI people on TV who look just like the real deal. Hell, even the girl in front of me upon closer inspection has traces of processing in the color of her hair. God, I'm such a dope for getting scared over this. What a dumb punchline. Are you Gejine? The AI girl spins her palms around at the top of her head for some reason. It's like she's receiving some sort of signal. She doesn't even try to answer my questions. I have no clue how many years ago this system was added, but I guess it doesn't have the ability to answer autonomously. This is so embarrassing. I've seriously been talking to an Iruo app the whole time. Testing, testing. Oh? Her voice. Tomorrow's weather, July 10th, for Yakushima region of Kagoshima Prefecture, Tanegashima, will be sunny. Can you hear me? Testing, testing, testing. Tomorrow will be sunny. Your voice is a lot clearer, I think. I try answering her, and she responds charmingly with an innocent and happy smile. Then that means we can finally talk, big bro. Whoa, we're actually talking. Irie is good at talking. I can say your name too. Yashio Kaito-san, right? Hold on, did she just say my name? How'd you know my name? Did she steal my geotag when we were talking just now? Geotag info doesn't contain anything too sensitive, but I don't like the idea of someone taking my personal info. I got careless because of how she looks. There's no way for me to know if this AI is harmless or not. Can you answer me? Why do you know my name? Sure. It's because Gejine got it for me. I knew she was Gejine. The AI character pays no mind to the fact that I've raised my guard against her and instead continues to smile. I've been watching you for so long. How long are we talking? Since you were little. Back when you used to come watch the rocket launches. Last time I watched the rocket launch was 8 years ago. Has this AI been running for that long? Chill runs down my spine. The ghost-like thing has been watching me this entire time. Meanwhile, I've just been playing Kill Bow out here like it was no big Gucci. Explain yourself. Who are you? You don't seem like a normal app. I can't explain tough stuff. You're an AI. Stop playing stupid. But I don't really know myself. She has a troubled look on her face. The expressions are probably just a part of her programming. Do you super duper have to have an explanation? Of course I do. I understand. Then I'll have to summon Gejine. You mean you aren't Gejine? So there's another AI running around. Cold sweat drifts down my back. Quickly glance around, but of course there's no sign of anyone. It's just an Iruo app after all. Then please, tap on me. Huh? Once you do, Irie, will change over to Gejine. Change over? What does that mean? You can tap me anywhere you like. My face is ticklish, so I prefer my chest. She then closes her eyes and looks like she's stiffened up. Is she waiting for me to tap on her? Come on, go ahead. Is this a trap? If I tap on her, will she take even more of my personal info? Phishing scams like that were popular for a while. But if this is just a scam, I'd be the only one affected. What if tapping on her does something nuts like launch missiles hidden nearby and I end up starting World War III? Can't say the possibility is zero. Wait, come on, that's stupid. I'm being ridiculous. Force a smile on my face and shake away my jitters. Cat time. Nice. I tap Irie's body on my phone droid screen. Access confirmed. Just like that, the tone of her voice changes. The innocence in her expression totally vanishes. She's become somewhat distant. Whew, I was not expecting today to be so long. Switching to Gejine mode. Commencing access user navigation to operation rules. So that means you're Gejine. Welcome, guest. Irie is a prototype next-gen interface app residing in servers to info to communicate. On the other hand, Gejine mode is a robot-type, fully automatic information collection engine. It also simultaneously serves as a navigation system to supplement the Irie system. It performs specialized advanced navigation for users accessing report files. Report number 1, relevant to the aforementioned Irie, was filed AD year 2009, month 11, day 7. When communicating, simply call me Irie. What a high-spec AI. Thank you very much. Utilizing a thought algorithm close to that of humans, it can communicate more realistically than any current app. I'm completely overwhelmed. I've never seen anything like this before. Hell, I'm pretty sure I saw nothing like this in Tokyo. The level of quality on this thing is striking. But at least it's not a phishing scam or a ghost. I can chill for a sec. So why do you know my name? Irie began operation on year 2008, month 12, day 24. That was about 10 years ago. I was still a grade schooler at the time. The previously mentioned Irie often saw you visiting Uchukawoka Park, Yashio-sama. Gejine acquired your personal information from the internet and stored it in the database. In accordance with the information privacy law, all personal info cannot be shared without your permission. So wait, were you the one talking to me and messaging this whole time? It's true that attempts were made to contact you via messages in the voice system 29 times over 8 years. Whew. Wait, that many? I guess there were probably times when I didn't notice. You showed some form of response only 3 out of the 29 attempts, Yashio-sama. I can be pretty thick-headed. Not that it feels great to have a ghost stalker. Either way, I was probably too focused on Kill Ballad to notice. So why was Irie trying to contact me? Out of interest. Out of interest. That's kind of vague. Is this thing really an AI? Local residents who visit the park are ideal observation subjects for Irie. Among them, you were the closest to Irie's age setting, so you were chosen as the priority contact subject. This is the first I'm hearing about it. After 29 contact attempts, today was the first success in communication. Although Gejine sent multiple notification messages, those were totally unreadable. How was I supposed to read any kind of intent from those? Anyways, this explains why you were hanging around here like a ghost. You know that you're pretty well known around here. I am aware of this. There's a reason behind the increased sightings of Irie. In 2009, the Consumption Trend Survey in the Cabinet Office found that 5.4% of Japan opened a phone droid. In 2019, that number has risen above 87.1%. The mass adoption of tablets allowed for implementation at a wide scale, even though tests were limited 10 years ago. The more people who own a phone droid, the more people there are to report sightings of the AI girl. While Irie was set in this location 10 years ago, she was in a sleep state for 90% of her total running time. As a result, the voice output system for communication was experiencing bugs. Thanks to your access earlier, the issue has been recognized and resolved, Yashio-sama. Could you quit it with the Yashio-sama stuff? Then please register your desired nickname. Methods to register are 1. Input into Irie's geotag. 2. Record it by voice. 3. Provide a link containing your nickname data. Let's go with 2. Please speak. Well, let's keep it real. How about Yashio-san or Yashio-kun? Confirmed. It's, well, let's keep it real. How about Yashio-san or Yashio-kun, correct? Is this some kind of attempt at a joke, or is this just the program's limitations? Huh, she went quiet. Maybe she can't answer. Never mind, I'll do it over. Cancelled. Please state once more. Yashio-san. Confirmed. Is Yashio-san correct? That's fine. Understood. This information will be applied to Irie. Yashio-san, it's nice to meet you. Her face is expressionless, bows to me. Moving my mic. So, Irie-chan, I have a request. Could you stop trying to contact me? I want to focus on gaming here. It breaks my focus when you suddenly try to talk to me. Understood. Thanks. Let Irie-chan know too. That's one problem solved. I'm glad I was able to get my peaceful gaming life back. So how do I make you go away? What do you mean by go away? Would you like me to switch back to Irie? No, you weren't around when I first came here. You appeared because I messed with the power mark, right? Do I put you back in sleep mode by tapping it again? The mark in question is not a means by which to switch Irie and myself into sleep mode. Oh, it's not? Then what is it? Warning, guest users do not have access rights. What? After tapping the report file, please enter your password into the geotag. Report file? Is she referring to the power mark? Gejine mentioned something about a report file during her initial introduction, too. It performs specialized advanced navigation for users accessing report files. Report number 1, relevant to aforementioned Irie, was filed AD year 2009, month 11, day 7. A report. And it's locked. I solved the ghost issue, but now there's an even bigger mystery has appeared. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Regardless, this AI app named Irie is related to this report file and has been in this crappy place for 10 years. It's almost like it's guarding the report. What if it's related to that mysterious buzzing too? And Irie and that sound must be related. Uchigaoka Park is just a humble little park in the middle of nowhere. There aren't many places where one could set up a mysterious device without the locals catching on. Judging by the spreading rumors and the like, it's clear that all roads lead to Mitame Cho Hall, local hall. So, what are my options? There's only one. I don't know the password, and I'm not interested in whatever the report has to say. Well, I'm going home. Hidden hand. Huh? The password is hidden hand. Hidden hand. What's she saying? Was that the password just now? Yes, fucking idiot. She just blurted it out. Why did you tell me? Irie decided that you should know, and Gejine complied. That's one hell of a security leak. Someone should look into that. Seriously. Should an AI program really be doing stuff like this? Well, crap, thanks. Feels like I'm being guided. Are you sure that you showing up wasn't some kind of trap? Irie doesn't answer. She doesn't even attempt to. Creepy. She normally talks like an AI program. Every now and then she feels like a genuine person. Like right now. She's gone completely quiet, refusing to answer my questions. There's no change in her facial expression, but her eyes are trained on me. It's like she's silently trying to appeal to me. Creepy. Irie's actually easier to talk to because she's so fake. I look through my phone droid screen and set my sights on the power mark in the corner, floating inconspicuously. The geotag that doesn't exist in the real world. Tap. Speech bubble appears over the power mark. Password A. Hidden hand. Kimijima report number 1. The color of the power mark changes. Green. All green it is then. User approval confirmed. Welcome, Yashio-san. The text data associated with the tag's secret file within the Iruo server. Location information. Blah 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 blah. Codename Kamijima Report Number 1, recorded AD year 2009, month 11, day 7. Author Ko Kamijima, last updated by Ko Kamijima, last accessed year 2011, month 8, day 31. Kamijima. Background information concerning Ko Kamijima has been sent to your phone droid. Ko Kamijima was the... some more exposition. Here we go. Ko Kamijima was the former supervising director responsible for creating the real-time AR application Iruro. Born December 9th, 1977 in Aichi Prefecture, graduated from Kyoto University Department of Science in 2000. As a student, he founded Happiness for You Co. Limited, serving as representative director, started the development of Iruro. Died at the age of 32. He's dead, eh? These Kamijima reports are text files that Ko Kamijima secretly hid on the servers. Does that mean they're like his last testament? Come on, man. Give me a break. This is way heavier than I expected. Screw this. I'm going home. I'll pretend I didn't see anything, so you just leave me be, okay? Kamijima Report Number 1 has already been downloaded to your phone droid. You can access it at any time and read it. Please use voice commands or the attached link to bring up IRE troubleshooting if anything is unclear. Gijine will respond from this point on. Wait, I can see the stuff on my phone droid at any time? I never asked for this. I didn't wake a sleeping dog, I woke a goddamn Cerberus. Everything about this is sketch. So much so that I feel like throwing up. IRE, Gijine, this Ko Kamijima guy, even this report file. I never wanted to know something this weird was hidden in a place I frequently visit, only 10 minutes from home. Would you like to close Gejine mode? Whatever. Closing. Irie blinks her eyes a few times to refocus, then looks at me slightly and tilts her head. Big brother, are you leaving? What an innocent, puzzled expression. She almost sounds lonely. Good grief, that's a hell of a high-speed character change. Just pisses me off even more. Then this is goodbye. I won't ever try to talk to you again, big brother. Goodbye. She wears a smile on her face as she waves goodbye to me. Yeah, peace. I'm relieved hearing that she's remembered not to meddle in my biznitch anymore. Still, I don't want to respond to me any further, so I casually wave as I exit the building. And ladies and gentlemen, that is another episode of Robotics Notes Elite. Like Animal Crossing. Next time, I'll close my doors so I don't keep bumping into the microphone when I have to stop my cats from knocking things over. But until then, Nochio!